Otaku tiam mataka ati kuakati yoman. Atani kapu taisa kautaku tuku tuku isekiata. Ati iupuaka. Atataka ute iseipuoto kosoko tuoto. Yanaka. Yanaku.
Hello all, we are here one more week of live languages and collective healing intentions. I'm Ismael Rodriguez and I'm surrounded by wonderful, wonderful beings. My brother Wesley, my sister Melissa, and brother Luis, and maybe Jacob come at some point. He's driving and he will connect maybe later on. But to start with, we are going to do some light languages, to some blessings, to clear the space and to protect the space. Yeah, Brother Wesley, you like to go on? Chichapa.
Sawa. Samayaku watai yuwai ahuata. Batatu wataki amai ahuata. Kuasai mayakuata. Kunakata kiwa uwaia uwaia tawa mamauata. Baia kuatata. Kuna seia muaka kuatata uata miyakata. Miyakata. Kini uata ia mai awata. Muaka sawata. Niyawata, huwata, mayakata, kutututututututututututututututu, payakata huwa, mayakota, muwa, sawa, su, iyata, iyata, huwata, tata, huwa, iya, kuwata, kuwata, huyata, huwata, iya, mayawata. Huaka iwa, suakata iwa, mayata huata, moyowa huata, muaka iaka huata iwa huata, muakata huatata iwa tuatata, kiyawata, suaka huata, huyata huata. Uyataku utata iya mamuaka kiyawa suaka kiyawa muakaka bayata suata niyaka tu wayata ubasaya kuata kuyata mauaka kuata iya maya Naya, Nia, Mua, Kua, Saya, Nia, Kaya, Kuata, Huaka, Suaka, Namayawa, Tuaka, Bawasa, Suayaka, Tuata, Nu Mayawata, Kuata, Mayawata, Huatata, Muata, Wayawa, Tuyawa, Suaka, Huaka, Maya, Mua, Nua, Ea, Maya, Sia, Kuaka, Muaka, Iwa, Suaka, Nuaka, Kio, Muyawa, Mba. Iwa huata iwa. Uasata uatata iwata kinawa kuata. Thanks very much. Samama uaka iwaka moiwa owa suwa.
Tuataka utika kutusu dukuata. Eta kutanaka itanaka uaka. Torutu kuata. Iniaka tuntahika kuntahitana. Onekata itana kakunte shukuaka. Tana kutiti tiana kuwata. Tenio makata sene tanaku. Eneta kuntana te shumata kate shukuntana. Isenetiki tu kuishantataite. Sanara katakati shutukuntoto ishine kintikiumaka. Tanaroko to shon tare kiumaka. Setikiumaka tatita tunta kiuma. Sakute shatakakuta. Etetokuaka tisha naku tukuaka. Ineti kiumata. Enekatata kuota te kiuma. Etete tiumate. Shatate te tiumate. Katati tiumata. Uanata. Ianata. Kuanata. Sawanata. Itanawata. Shawata. Thank you. And now it's Luis.
Tuanata ma tuana mauti nata utua mautuatana naiti anata mawata ine tu mainata mautu anata. Matuanata altainata tauma mauama 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 nataine utuana utuanata nataine te aka uatana matayakana taiata matuanata iaka makuanata itana utuanata matuanata ita utuaka utuaka matunata ita utuanata.
Suanaka itana. Thank you. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Luis. Kakuata nikawata. Chianaku nutukwana. Jacob, do you want to do one?
Yes, why not?
Go ahead, brother. Hatuana.
Kalisilatamani siwa alikalnaki la tawatali tawasimi na kanani na tawa tatili la kawa ziva zivili diwi wawa kawuti na kwarararatiwi silima nakina aliana chitlachi kamana. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Hachukua, Achuata. Wonderful. Melissa.
Hi. Thank you, Gwen. That was lovely. Arinitia ko shakati mare shakotati aro shakati mare totayare shakati mukota tayare shakati manati aro shakota tayara anataya aro shakati makota tayare shiki manati aro shakati mokota tayaro shakatama initia mara shakati mukota tayare shikati mare shakati mukota tayaro shaka initia mukota tayaro shakati mukota yara initia maroshakati matati oroshaka pati ora patio rati mototo yara. Ashokota manatio koshiniti amara shukatata yamokota diaro shoka. Initi amara shakati mare shokoto tiara shaka. Initia mokota tiare shaka manitia roshakati mokata tiaro shakati mokata. Initia mokoshakati aromata tiaro shokoti tiamokota tiara shaka. Amokati mokoshakiti tiamoroshaka. Aronatia matio makashakati tiamorotatia makashakata to diareshika. Amokoshama ninitia marokota tia mokati roshakati mokati mokotata. Amatia roshaka nati mokati makashokotaya. Thank you.
Chukuata. Thank you. Hata nukutu shuku tu chuanakata. Atikiumata itititianakuntata. Tekium totoku ititianakumata. Anekata tushita naku toko tekiumata kimata kimata kimata. Chanaku teku takateyumate kumate yuma. Ene tekiumtadarakata. Anakunte tehiyo makate shawakate tishatu tukwicha nakakutisha nakuwama. Shene chakuntagate kakut okutisha nata. Nete kimite kihukuate. Anakumata kishuwamate kishata fata. Tiana kuwata. Chichishi anakushata. Anakatumba tete kuntaka. Tete kishantumata. Let's start doing grounded meditation. We can let this powerful energy flow through us. Let's start by taking some deep breaths. When we inhale, we visualize how we take this golden energy, the greater sun. The greater sun that connects to many solar systems, including our own. And from our sun, we get this volume golden light. Inhale this golden energy. We exhale, expanding all this golden energy in our system, in our body. Then flow. Energy from the solar system. Exhale. This golden energy everywhere in our body. Start projecting love and good intentions. This golden energy to the center of Mother Earth. We also project this golden energy all over the surface of the planet. You can visualize like a tsunami of love and light covering all the surface of our wonderful planet. Shakuata. Nitakatatika makataku matiku batikiti umaka. Unotoshinete kiumaka tishana. Arataka kaide tishanata. Netesa makateti. When we inhale, we keep taking this golden energy from the sun. When we exhale, send beautiful energy everywhere. Everywhere in our body, everywhere in our planet. Chakuchishana. Including this column of golden light reaching the center of Mother Earth. Sini sini kumumatika mata. Nemeke sotikama. Oreneke shitete kimiti titi mate. Teki mate teki mate. Hatikata kute sititi uma. Shanotu kumate kumate. We visualize also a column of light coming from the center of Mother Earth, reaching us, reaching our feet, our root chakra, and we allow this energy to come in. We activate the act of receiving. We let this love also come in. And we enjoy how these two columns of energy merge within us. And with our love and intention, we also send this energy from planet Earth. We send it also to the sun in our solar system that connects all the other suns and reach the greater sun of all. Hanaraisi Niru Wakaka Narakuta Tauru Nakatana Taute Titi Matikim Mata. And we honor in the link of these two wonderful energies coming from the sun, coming from planet Earth. Wakata wote katauchu wa matiu maita na kukote. Watane da kumate dirchu kumaisha tawu. Aene ki kumata katato ate te kawaka te tiu mate kiu mate kapte kia paka. Anakata te kimata kata. Wanata wamate chamaka wamada. Mamaka bata kuete te kiumate kiumate ti makawa. Tiana kiumata kata esetiana. We honor being the divine link. Chishana connecting tikuana. Shana kutini titianaka. Connecting everything. Kahuntana. Savumate kiumtaka. Enete savate te tiumate kiuma. Hanete wate tiumate. Hawaki tiana tiana. Tiana kuante tiana. We let go all tensions, all worries. Shinaka tisha nakutata. Siwana, and we share them with the divine. And we understand that it's not all our responsibility. We share this divine responsibility with everyone. But we release tension. And we trust that when we share this with the divine God or Goddess, we trust that he, she will help us. Because we are collaborating with their will. We trust, we believe, and we flow. We don't resist, we just flow. Because we trust, we love, we share, and we understand that every brother and sister on earth is also part of us. And we send them love to each of them so that they can also start taking responsibility in this that they are meant to do on earth. So we release the weight from our shoulders and we trust that the best will happen to us. Sheneti kinti yomakate, neti enti niti tiomakata, wati tiomakati tianarakata, senekium tati anakatu. We also open ourselves as a portal, acknowledging that we deserve all this goodness, all the peace, all the happiness, all abundance. We activate this feeling of deserving. And we dissolve any block that might be in the way, blocking this energy that we are meant to receive at all times. Kachunt kushuma neshanaku teshantaku tishanaka utiku ititi nekitanakuntana. We let this love grow and grow within. We let this happiness grow and grow within. And with this nice feeling, we let also trust and faith to grow within. So we let our heart feel that we are the divine, the God or Goddess. But we are all collectively collaborating. So you don't have to take all the weight on your shoulders. We acknowledge we are doing our best. We know that because we put every day our best intentions to make the best of every day. Hanaratu sineti nene neriki mati shananer kuati eneti yumati kanakunta nakwante. And we let this beautiful energy that emerge from the solar system and from planet Earth, the energy that we channel and we exchange. We let it remove also anything that is offering resistance. Any part of the programming that might be there stopping us from feeling everything we deserve. We also recognize how important it is to set our intentions to receive the goodness that we deserve. And we remind each other that every day we can ask and we can set intentions for ourselves. Yes, because we deserve all this light and love. Hanatuti shate. Enetikum tuku shumate katunta tiniana. Senetiku mateki titi makata. Tiana maka. Tishana kuvate tikiana. Nara kumatesh kuntu titiana. Enitika titan titiana. Nenetikim titiana. Sine titio makata sete titiana. Tika titiana. Hatitiana tati. Okay, and gradually we come back and we keep at all time this energy circulating so we can do many things during the sessions tonight, but we can also keep like in a second plane or like at the same time we can keep this energy running, this vision that we had during the meditation. We can simultaneously feel it and let it run at all time. Even when we finish tonight, this group, we can go to bed consciously aware of this connection that we constantly offer to planet Earth and to the solar systems. As divine beings, as divine links. Kiti niti niyama. Eneti kumate shatu kutu tikiana. Hi niti anata. Akuti niti tianakata. And this is a perfect time to start with the intentions. Katum takata. Ishanakatum tiana. With our channel open. Takumata. And Wesley, you like? Shwana.
Wow. Thanks very much. Suwata, kuwatata, kuyawata, kinuwata. Mawasa, uwatata, uwatata. The intention for myself is kind of resonates with what I said in the past. Just to step further into kusa tua katini wa tua, just my unique sukutu tu kaya wa ta wa ta ta multi-dimensional self. Samu mo 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 ye wa wa ta mo ya ya yo 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 Bumbuwata and hardwiring the intelligence into into this reality. Sawakata, Sukiyawa, Uta, so-called reality. Suyatawa, Kutawata, Tuata. Kiwa, Huata, Ya, Sukata, Huyata, Sukata. Yeah, and so they can further share that development of understanding. Sanuaka, Tio, Kuata, Tuata, Kiniwata, work with this intelligence. Sawata. Suatata, Huyatata, to just speak Suka, Huyatata. So yeah, that's the intention for me. The woo! Thanks very much. And the planet, for the planet, Samauakata, Kiawata, Kuniwata, Huyakuata, that we can just start interlacing, which is already happening anyway. These wave bands, Suna Kuyata Tuata, that we're already doing anyway. Sukunuakata Tuyata, that the people don't even recognize, will start to recognize it. Samamamuakata Yuakiawatata, and start to realize that we're not bonkers. And things will start become more apparent. And they start to realize that the field is speaking through them. Su to them, sutu waka tu wake through them, suka ta ta, and recognizing that is us, and this is huaya kuya ta tu ta, us as we speak. Puaka yuwa suaka ta, and it is the returning of the ancients. Samama kuya ta tuaka, kiwa suaka, well needed. Muayaka, kiya uwa. So on a planetary scale, yeah. So thanks very much. Thanks. Thanks everybody. Thank you.
And now it's Jacob. You can take this opportunity, Jacob, to ask for that you were asking to the Arturians before. Because we are gonna share now the light languages all together to support these intentions that you are sharing. We are sharing. Tikawaka.
Thank you. It actually shifted within me through what you brought. You know, you really run the light through, and you know, Wes topped it up, and it feels like we want to keep the light, you know, developing and running and protecting us, so no forces can hinder the development. And Suyaka mula nadasita wala kapila.
That's amazing, Jacob. Thank you. Hachukuata, Tiana, Kata. Do you want to add something else? Shakwata? No?
That's perfect.
That's perfect. Funny, Jacob, because I was going to bring that up with with the music. It's funny you pulled that one out. I was going to say it earlier on. That's wild.
I knew you knew it. I knew it. You knew it. You're going to say it, that I knew.
And I knew also that the information coming through the meditation was also connecting to that request that you were making before, Jacob. Taki Shanata. As I was feeling it, I was identifying that was also to, I don't know, some hints to support the process, really, because sometimes we just become very strict with ourselves and we don't let naturally things flow through us, or we just don't surrender enough. And yeah, sometimes with a very simple exercise, just like connecting and understanding and acknowledging what we are doing here on earth, not only our daily thing, like I had to do this with in 3D, or I have to do the other stuff with something else in the etheric world. Sometimes I feel that we don't stop enough to understand and recognize that we are really supporting at all times this planet and all humanity. And I think we need to recognize that more often and honor our body and honor our role that we are all collectively doing. Chishana Kutuana. That message was obviously for me as well, a reminder, because I have this tendency also to I'm so empathic with everything that I just sometimes I need these reminders as well. Chisana kutushintia. I think we are all like that. Chisana in a way or another. Chana kutushwana. Thank
That's
you.
amazing. It's
Thank
powerful.
you. Because you did like you pressed the button in the beginning before we started recording. It's like you pressed the button, something got activated within me. I just set the intention. Please help us in all of this that we are doing and we are facing and going through, and that information can, which for me was also what I needed.
Amazing. I feel it's coming up.
It's coming up. Very, very powerful. Also, when we are facing one thing, another, our vibrations sometimes go down also, and then we lose we lose trust and faith in the plan. Like you say, what's the plan? You say in the beginning before we recorded. And we started the recording, you asked me, what's the plan? And I said, there is no plan, but we are always just flow, and that's the plan really. But that sometimes is difficult for us, especially when we are dealing with 3D stuff constantly. It's really tough, really tough. And I think we have to also give ourselves the opportunity to release that tension, to also talk to brothers and sisters and share these things, not as problems, just as something that we know that we are all going through. No exception. I know all my brothers and sisters are going through. These messages that I get in private from everyone, they always match. We are in different countries. We have different parents, different lifestyles, and all of that. But what we share with the heart, what I get from these private messages from my brothers and sisters, they are connected at some point in something common. And I truly believe that we are being influenced constantly by other energies, which are not from, let's say, from our band or from our side, but also from massive amount of energies from astrology, from planets, and from physics, and a lot of things are really influencing all the time. So to recognize or accept that we are doing our best sometimes is something that is good to remind ourselves. I am doing the best I can, and that gives us some relief, some calmness that we need to just breathe and keep going. Sometimes what we get from the outside make us create a reality where our mind start being the strict, like say, dictator. I say, okay, I have this that I grab from there, from the 3D. I have these other details that I grab from there. I have to do that. I have to do this. I have to be in time for that. I have to complete that. And often we end believing all this bombarding that we are receiving, and we are the one allowing and controlling our lives and limiting our lives with our own mind. So to stop sometime and say, hey, Ismail, or hey, Melissa, or hey, Jacob, you are doing the best you can. That's fine. That's okay. And because of that, I'm gonna take some breaths, and I'm gonna enjoy a breather, a break. Shanakutisi nitikumakata. And it's not all our responsibility. We cannot do it all. We are doing our part, our role, and that's great. Chishanakutin shianakatuntika. And if you feel like doing more, we can share. We can say also, hey, Luis, I have this project. Do you want to join me? Because I think it's like too much for me alone. But if you are feeling like the call to do something, sometimes you can call also in your brothers and sisters here on earth, and they can give you a hand and work in some collaboration or project or whatever it is. Also with 3D stuff, of course. Tishana kutishana. Iniki umakata. Itiki umate shukuntu iti. Etiana is enough of being strict and so harsh to ourselves. Tikanaku tishana. That's programming. Kanakata. Tikanakata. Okay, so yeah, we seek perfection, but we are perfectly imperfect. Tisanakatun tiana, and that's fine. Kakun tiana kata, tiana kata. So let's give this honor to receive and to and understand that we deserve also, and acknowledge that we deserve also the best. Shanakotuyana. So to ask at some point during the day what I'm doing today to bring the best for myself, that is something I'm applying like in the last 2 weeks a lot. What did I do today, or what I'm going to do tomorrow to bring the best? But when it gets really, really good is when you apply to every moment. And you consciously act in accordance to that you feel that will be the best for you. Katekiu bataka, ititiu no kutu, ushuku, ishana. Okay. Thank you, Jacob. And now it's Melissa.
Thank you.
I feel like there's like been a lot of clearing already. But I'll say it anyway, even though I feel like it's gone. But I want, for me, all energy that isn't of unconditional love and light to be removed from me, and to stay in alignment and have more balance, and just to trust my intuition more. And for the planet, I want, I wish for like assistance in the awakening process, for people to have less judgment against others, and just more kindness and love. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Meli. Shakatushukwa. And now it's Reese.
So for myself, I want more. I want that any distortions of separation, of lack, of limitation, that they be illuminated, transmutated, and that I can alchemize my processes more and more, like self-healing abilities, more connection, more openness to my guides, aspects of myself, forgiveness, that I can keep my heart open more and more. And for the planet, transmutation with the violet flame, that it can go to anywhere that is needed, and that people start doing more of their inner work. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, brother. Shawati Shakata.
Thank you.
And you are all confirmations of what I was saying before. We are all in the same situation, more or less, maybe with different ingredients, maybe different things that it might distract us from understanding that every brother and sister who is in the process and waking up massively, that we are all, like I say from this private message, this sense I get, despite the different messages, I always feel that we are all going through very similar things, very tough things, and that's why we need to stay connected and keep sending love and light, and understand when you get the reflection from a brother or a sister. For example, when I'm listening to all of you telling me all your intentions, it's like you are talking for me. It's like you feel the same, because when I see you guys doing like this with the head, it's because something is going on in the same way for you. Maybe it's different to Luis, because Luis is not specifying really what happens in his personal life, let's say. But we know, we sense it in many ways, that we are there with him also, and we are going through so many similar things, and they just look different to the eye, to the naked eye, but not here. It doesn't look any different. It doesn't feel any different. And I'm sure that if we were together, like living in a community, we could perceive every second everything that we are saying here. We could perceive it straight away. It's like, and we will interact with each other so quickly, like, because we will feel it, and then we will just talk and express and say, and maybe we will practice something that humanity should have been practicing a long time ago, the same way that they were practicing when they were living in tribes and in old times in communities, and Yakatushana, Hishana, Tukuishanata, Enetetiana, and we are going in that direction. We are going in that direction of one day Janakotu Intiana, create communities and start supporting each other also. It will be a day that we have done a lot of our personal work, and it will be also the day that everything is clicking in the perfect moment and in the perfect time for everyone, and we will find these places and with these communities where we fit, and when we feel also very useful, and when we get this understanding from the other eyes, from brothers and sisters. When we look at their eyes, we are going to understand that feeling. I see you, and the other brother or sister is going to say also, I see you. So let's do this. And we won't put impediments with the mind. We won't need to argue or just flow. And we know we can do that, especially with brothers and sisters who are pretty much awake. We can do that already online, so why we wouldn't be able to do it in the physical, in a community? So I do ask for the same things that you have asked, because I feel so connected to everything that you said. I also ask for trust, faith, light when I'm going through the storms, more light, more signs in the physical also that could bring me back to that alignment, Tishana, Tikin, Tiana. Not that I'm lacking of that, because I'm not. I'm very grateful with everything I have been assisted with. But I do ask for more, because we can ask for as much as we want. So it's not like being greedy. You cannot be greedy with this love that we ask to the divine. That's something that they put also in our programming, and that's why we block ourselves from asking all the time for things. Maybe we pray twice a day, or maybe even twice a week, when we can ask all the time and as much as we want. But we need to activate that discernment, that feeling, that sense of deserving things. We need to activate that first, because otherwise the love doesn't come in, and we don't feel that we can take it from there. First, we need to feel that love and say, okay, all right, so what do I want to do with this? Or do I deserve more than the love I received today? Okay, if I feel like it, I'm gonna ask, because I know that the divine, God or Goddess, is infinite. So I'm gonna keep asking, and I deserve everything up until the point that I feel healthy, up until the point that I feel that I am complete here on 3D as well, because we can reach better levels all the time. Tina, Tiana, Tiana. And in most of the cases, most of the cases that I have in my quantum hypnosis sessions, most of the cases, people are blocking themselves from receiving what other light beings are already providing. So what I do during the session is to unlock these issues or these things, or that programming that is stopping, like in the meditation was referred, Sentian mentioned. Tikini tianakatu tianarakata. Esentieni tiaranada. Kuntu tuina. So I ask for all humanity, for all my brothers and sisters, that all these blockages please to be removed from everyone, so that everybody can feel the deserving feeling of infinite love, so that people can start asking for everything that they need for them, for themselves, and for everybody else. Chisana tu siana tiana, anitiana tu anta, and release this feeling of lacking of something. Shana tu tiana. I know that once we do this, we are going to remove that feeling of lacking of something. Tana tu shintiana. We are aware that we can be much more. We need to understand also our nature, because we come from places where we feel the totality in a different way that we feel when we are embodied or incarnated in this body. When we are incarnated in this body, there are limitations. So obviously, we are going to feel that it's not the same like when we are out of the body. That's obvious. It's very obvious. But well, we've been here for a while already, living with this temple, with this body. So we can already understand that we can go even farther and reach better levels and better levels of happiness and love. If we want to, because like I say, most of the time it's only us stopping us from expanding. So I do ask for the release or relief or removing of these blockages, and I pray for all the love that everyone deserves, So please deliver this love in every brother and sister. So activate your microphone, and if you want to play music, you need to go, Meli.
I was just going to say, simple thing that like I've done, and it's so simple, but like it restores my faith every time I see it. And I've changed the screensaver on my phone, and it just says, I am supported by the universe, therefore everything always works out for me. So every time I see that on my phone, it just like sets me back. Like I'm like, okay, I'm supported, like, and it brings me back to faith and surrender. And it's so simple and so effective. But yeah, that's just all I wanted to say.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, because practical things like that helps a lot. This week I felt guided to create a mural like in that wall in front of me, because I'm here all the time doing my work. So I'm gonna place there a massive I don't know, like a mural, and I'm gonna draw a symbol that I saw the other day in my third eye, and that the sister also had a vision with this symbol, and then we shared the same symbol that we saw separately, and then after talking about the symbol, I felt guided to create that mural in front of me, draw the symbol and myself in the middle, inside that symbol, that Arthurian symbol. I will share it in the light language group with you all, just in case you want to use it, because this is really for everyone. But yeah, I'm going to do this weekend. I'm gonna draw that big symbol in blue, and I'm gonna put myself in the middle, and I'm guided to do that. So yeah, anything that you feel like doing in the 3D world that is practical like that reminds you how wonderful you are, please do it, because it's not silly. And your mind might play and try to put you off from doing it. That happens so often because of the programming that we've been receiving for so many years. But please follow your heart, follow that inspiration or that intuition that is telling you, draw that and put yourself in the middle. Or like Melissa has felt, no, like writing these words, reminding her who she is. The same thing. These are not silly things. They are very, very powerful, but you need to feel them. You really need to feel them. And the reason why Melissa shared that is because she knows that there might be maybe people who don't resonate with that, but maybe there are a lot of people who resonate with the same thing. So why not to share and to expose that to everyone? Tiana, thank you, Melissa. Shakwata. Yeah, let's start with the light language transmission. If you want to play music, if you are at home, you can also set your intentions. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you are here sharing with us this group, because if this video has reached you, it's for a reason, and there is no time or space. So that means that if you set your intentions now, also the light languages will go there where it's needed, also in your life. Chishanati Tianakata. Also trust that when you do your prayers, if you are more used to do prayers and you don't have your light languages activated, trust that. Trust when you are doing your prayers, trust that whenever you are doing that prayer, it doesn't matter really. What it matters is that you are doing the prayer and that you are sending that love no matter when. Tishanatuku, Tishantakata. Just send it. Don't get stuck in wondering, yeah, but I wasn't there, or maybe it's too late, and And I should have sent the prayers yesterday because he started going through this difficulty, or she started going through these difficulties already, and I knew that yesterday. Don't get into that BS, because it's just there to sabotage our loving actions to people and to ourselves. So yeah, if you want to set your intention, if you have something to ask for, please take this opportunity also to ask for something for yourself. And also, if you want to join us and ask for something for humanity, or pray for what our brothers here in the group have also shared with all of us, please do include that in your prayers. We will very much appreciate that in our entire soul. Seneti Kishana Tintanarakata. Feel free to contribute with anything you like. Paranata Kurumata Teti Niti Murukumata. Esenetere ki yukutu shinete ki mata. Senetaranaku. Enere ke tishun tunnurukumata. Esenetere ke meke shuturumaka. Anarakatateshin taneketeshin tukuru. Haranakate sentetere ki mama makata. Senere ke tishun makata. Enete ke te tiu makate umati anama. Eneta nakutu shine te kiyomate tanturu nakate. Shene kiyomata shai namakata. Eneta kakunti amata isa nakakunti anakatu. Eneta kata tuku turuma. Sanakatu titi titiana. Nakata titi titiana. Hianakakutana. Enerekete shanakatu mate kinarakum tinakatum tikanatum tikimakata kachina katum tekitikumakata shimakata shanakumata kishmate kishanakatu matakate inakatumate kishan tukumate kitini nikimata nakantumate kiti titi tianakumata katishin takama Tanakumata te nenegitio matakate tikia makate titi anakama tuishana mate katu mate kate shinikio mate tanakata matu titene ke kumate chakata te titi anakatate ome tekio mate narakata tikia mate.
Hiwa sata uatata mai aku ahai atu e mai wa
Hanata yamakata
moa
urumata
saia
semiarakata
Kaia tatu watata uata ia huata.
tanarakata turumakata inataraka boku turumaka
Mashaki
senekitia
akuata uasata ubaya waka.
tushanaka chakata
Wata
te
ubaya.
yamakatu chanakata
Muatata tu wapapa
taranakata
yuwaka.
tushanakata tanarakatu
Kawasa.
mata te yamaka chishanaka kubacha atama tuma Uatana, Anamakasamata, Imate, Imakata, Kamakatumama, Tukumata, Nakatamati, Shanakatumata,
Atata tu bapapa yu
Nakatamata, Yanamakata, Chanakumata, Sumate, Yama, Ayama, Baba, Chukuama, Chukumama, Chikama, my
Masasua. Sua kata kuya tata uya tata mayawa sua. Sua ta ia wa.
cha nakumata. Ayana mama kachatu wachakata. Ana katuata.
Kaya kota papa yo tata
Ana kashana kashakana.
Maya kota ta kuya tata.
Sentanakum.
Sawata. Sua tata uya tata uwa ya wa wata. Muakata.
Era nakatuma sanarakatumata. Ene tekio mateka makatato to ishatakato to kuete. Atanarakuto to rumakata. Etene de kio matata tikama. Aranata Gutusha Tishanakata Chishanakatashe. Hanarakatai Netete Makatai Sentiyama. Hanata Narai Teteyama Teteyama Teteyama. Hanate Hua. Mai Sanakao Mai Se Mayana Etiyama Wamaya Marayama. Naraka mati oromai shumma naraka umanayarana kuntarayana. Inenere umai shentanana kuntarika kuntaraite. Sentereki unturumaka. Tasanaraka esenteki umaka eseti uma. Sanaka antaravum. Nayara waya wantiana. Antiana Kawatayana Kiana Kawaka.
Uyatata, uyatata, uyatata. Suyakata, kiwata, utata, tu. Papa, yukutua, utata, moyakata. Miyawayata.
Miyamachiana Kaumachi, Tinia Makata, Tiamakata, Tintiana Kantuma, Sitia Kanakantuma, Teshentekio, Tate, Tishana Kampata.
Mayakoto,
Titiana Kamputana Keshana Kantati, Tinia Matatiana. Sanate Sinti Titiana Tuturine Kete Shantanana Tuntana Kato Pata Teta Parakata Watina Kutiata Titana Ushana Kutishana Naranatana Machishana Naranatu Machine Tiki Mutaka Shintiki Mana Chikana Kum Tutu Shintiki Tikiana
Maya Sawa Suka Saya Maya Watata Katia Maresh Katia Mokota Tiaresh Katia Mokatia Mokotia Rashaka Oroto Tiaresh Katia Matatio Mokota Yarata Ayanoto Shokatia
Ayanata
Retibo Tutoya Mokota Tiareshikata Mokota Tiareshikati Mototo Tiareshikati
Ayana Kakuchana Katashinata Yushuma Katakatuma Tikatata Nakutata Tikamakatasha Machina Kamachina Naku Machi Chachaka tu Machakata Tikanakakutu
Resta Tiaroshukata Mokatia Natia Mokopati Shaka Initia Mareshakanati
Yanaka Machakana Chukuti Shanakatakata Yishana Kuchin Shitanaka Chukutu Shonaka Wakaja Nakumacha Chikana Kuchikiti
Ini dia maro dia shikata mokota dia shakati mokatata in kumare shakati
Nakatati tumatikitia tata tupakata shintikyu mata shinchanakata.
Tututiara shikiti manata yoroshu tutuyarata. Yamare shikatati yamara shukutoto
Oh yeah, yeah. What the way?
Chacha maji sana katu mashitekim tekim tisana.
Matanata ite nata manata ite manata matu tumata imite tama.
Basa tata huya tata huya yo ta
nata.
Mata tu baba ba yo tu ba
Machakata kucho chika ba kachu kuchikinia.
tutuyara tata papa tiyoro shukutoto papa pariro kutata. Yoro shukutati mokota oshukutate mare shukutati mare tati mokoto to yare shukatama to yoro to
baba yo aku ya yo ta yo ta
Amanoto to yare shikamati mokati niti marasha kumpati.
Tanaka sentaka ishine ti kumata san tinicha naka utisha maka sinaka tini kimata Suti maka tensu maka kenti kimata
Maresha to yare shikata niti marasha.
Tushuntu turimiki shanaka tuturu shintaka. Turma, titaraka tupata taraka tukutish yikupurukushti. Turma katachu tuchu turuku ustantara katakushti titiriki kukurita. Titi tarakata tuti tarakati tushu turumata.
Kati oroshu kutati mokati.
Nakata machitana jumi siti shanakatu siti titi anakatu made siti anarakatu. Haranatum matarakatesta tararato korta esse narakatarunku sheni rukurumakata sentiaraka Guru rnate kiurna
Kiwasa uata
Sarang
Kuataya.
gurum mate sintarakatur kusta. Shinakata.
Masawata. Uwata. Niewa.
Misenere kiu mataraka turu kitishana kutush du ikitanakutaka.
Shota. Shuwatata. Uwatata. Ewayawata. Awata. Kututu. Kutu. Kutu. Mayata. Saywata. Uwatata. Uwatata.
Ramachu sanaraka tutsin tarakata.
Matiemo koto tayari tatia marishi koto tiari shikata tiemo intia rosha kata tiema katio itia makasha katia marishi kata tiemo kasha kata initiemo rosha koti intitia morosha kata tiemara tiemo koto tiari shikata tiemo koto tiema
Shamaka shipa chasati kata humati sheneti umaka to tuchu kuachi shanakati shanate brutu kusinta.
kotimana
Tu papa yuwa kuasa suwaka
Tata wasimina kasile na wananasi
Shana wata tu ya waka kuya kuwaka tato waya uwata
reshikata tiema kapati imminiti amoro shikatati mokota te amakashu kataiti amokota te amakota te amokoto to te are shikatati amokota te mata te orioto te are kata initi amakota te arosho kata pati popati amoro shikata amare shikati amoro koto te are shikatati popapati orosho manata te mokota ini te maroshkata te mokon papati o papa bersutu te areshkata anya te mokoto te areshkata te mokomata te areshka apati mati te maroshkati te mariti pati roshkata te makata te mo
Takarukuto shitana kata tuturkuta kanakata shuntikuru kutishana tishun turkumishanaka.
dia barashkatati papa poroto te tiara itiga moto te tiara shkatati papa perishukoto toto tiara shkatata papa ishkatata mapa kari toto te papa
papa yuwata
Arakatu shuntuani shanaraka washata wakai shintika waka. Sentiki yamata shukuchi akakuchi yanaka inchina. Nisha
Tata utu inata iyaka utu no tu anata matu waka nata ite utu muti tata utu nata matu nata utu anata mata na utu anata
Upototo te miniti aroshuka uri shikini tema toto tema katemu uri katemu kuri te patemu toto yor toto yore shukate mokoto te arashuka imore shukata nata mokoto te arishukata mototo te arishukata te mo papa papa roto te makash imore Yamata tiamaresha ko tiamakata tiaresha
tata tu
Shinakakuta shawati kawati shanakata uka kutia bakati shumaka. Takateko atiki shubuku kwa katina rakato ushukutu
Kadanta yine te utu nata matanata utu nata mati
Anyaka
nata
chuka wa hishanaka ushishaku tu shinakutu ne kuchunaka uchikaka ruku chichanaka waka.
Kelina ola hi sinawa sia sinawa
Oyasata. Suayata kuatata. Iwaya woata. Mawasuata. Kiwata. Muaka. Muyawa iwa suata. Muakata kuniwa suka. Suka ia uata. Umba iawa. Sayawa. Muyaka. Muyawa. Bayawa watata. Mayawatatawa.
Chihuakati,
Kushayawata. Yukata toa. Kuyaka. Kuyota toa. Muyawata tutu. Wapapa yawaka. Kuta tutu wayatawa.
Yaramatsu nadi sene mekishu mabakata. Itete goroku toku shutuku tuturu bakata. Neri riki umati shantarakata. Ishi waka itishana.
Shakama. Etiaro shakati mata.
Ota chiwa bakachi kuwakati niti kuwakati titi umaka.
Mokoto to diare shikate ni moto diare shikate moto to
Wakati chamakati chamaki ucho kotisha tata okuchu tutu kushu shinshiti chumbataka iti shanakatu shintakata oko shuntuko shinte shubutiko wakata.
initi amare shikoto te mota diaro shikata te mata diaro shikata papa to diare shikate mo kashu no to bari shikata. Initi amare shikota diare shikate mo koto diare shikate mo koto diare shikate.
Narakata is naraka oyana. Gochi naka chushana goto shoko chu.
Ya koshokati amaresho katati makati yorosho kototo diare kati makoto diare shakati matati yorosho katapati yoro initi amaresho kati makota diare shakata amakota diare
Suata. Kiowa. Uyakata. Muaka. Iowa. Suaka. Iata. Wuatata. Paya wua ya ma ya kua. Kua sayata umba. Maua ya. Maua ya tuata uata. Muaka kiyawa.
Ukata katu shuku tuata. Chikuwa nata kuate waka.
Kiyawata tu. Papa yuwa suata. Kuyatata. Nuyawaya. Suyayawa. Uata. Muaka kiyo, suata, kuata,
guata tiwa makata itu makata iguata iu makata itana kuntana kauata chiana uana kauntana abundance tina kaukunaka kiwaka inia kuashadaka Honor your land. Kinaka Ushana. Ichana, honor your temple. Kaniana. Yanaka Untiana. Sapushana.
Sona tatuata, tatatutu, papa yawaka, kinewa, sayewa, suwaka, kiyewa,
Nakuatia Mayaka Untainaka Taikiana Rumataka Uta Kisana Kuto Suntuaka Chuso Tishana Kusa Waka Usha Warana
Muatatuata, suaka, kiewasa, wata, muaka, muyewa, huakatuata, suyea kuatatuata.
makota Manati Roshakati Mokate Roshakati Mokotu Yarishakati Mokota Yaniti Morota Initi Mareshakati Noto Yarishakati Mokotu Yarishaka Initi Mora Shakati Mokotu Yarishakati Mokati Anatati Mokoshakatati Mokata Iamok Roshokoto Niniti Mokota Yara Amokota yaroshokoto naniti amokota yaroshokota mata yaroshokota nati amareshikata mokata initomo roshokoto to yarekini koto to yareshika iminiti yaroshika maneti amokoto to yareshikati mareshikata te amoko papa niti yaro Aniti mokati arashaka manato koto te maniti aroshaka imarashaka te mokoto te yareshiki niti mokati moka omati mokoshuku no to yareshikita amareti mokoshaka te mokoto to yaroshuka amanati mokoshu reshikata Naneto manta amokata ya rosho kalminti mo rosho kototo te rachanata tati amokati mokoshuka amati mokoshuka niti mokototo yari te mari shukotata mata te morosho amati ko te niti ya rosho kati mare cheta te mokota te mata te rosho kata initi rosho yari
Shawatata tuatata kana ia uasa suaka ia maha hua hua kaka kia waya huata huatata humaya suaka ni hua huata muakata nie ya hua moya kuyata suya ia wa muakata moya nie Kia tua ka sua saia matua ka takini ea muata kuya tata kunoayata sauata muiakata kuasa suaka tuaka kuaya hua sia mau wei tây hu sao mu ki hua kata hua ia hua
Rushi nakato barugushi shata. Chishanaka chishanaka tututura baka. Ita narakata kotushu chishanakata kutushu. Ia papa patu china tatu titia kaku chishanaka chishumaka. Kuhusho cho chanaraku shona shishinara katushana karuru tuti titiana kachushin tikianaraka. Tini titiana kushinaka umeshanara kushanaku tishana.
Papa What's up?
Naishena kuntayana kumpashi shantaka huntanai kumbaishi chana chumachi chana katumta kai sindikiyum tare kiyuma tita kishanakato shantayuma kashayum kishanakato shanoku denene kiyuma te chanaum sanako te sintiara utiara tore chana Sanakatinda kuntai tiana kuntai shana kuntai Iara kuhai tatayo tai shana kutuju kundini niki mayana kun Aya tahu Sadara kuti shanara koto shota kuto choko kiko
Yamara shukat titi moroshkatata mat Tiarini tia mo kashukata admini tia mo koshukunu tia mare shukata tia tia roshukata tia mo koto tia kata tia rish tia mana yara ini shukata tia mo koto tia rishukata tia mo koto shukata
Yanarakum Pachisataraku Taran Narekuma Tisan Naraku Satakium Takaine Hanara
Rota tia ma tia roshuko mana
Shinarakum Tuma Shintarakum Te Shinikiuma Inakara Nenekium Te Shinarako Shokuyana Kaishine Shanakaho Tiki Nedikiuma Tistanaku Shinto Shukukuan Takaine Chistana Kuntana
ano to yare shukapa tia roshukuna tia mokoto tia reshuko mana tia moko shukata moka tia roshuka tia mo kote yare imare shukata tia mokota tia roshuko tia
Tayumachinarum Daisinarakum Te Sanaram Kaisinero Sineru Kuturu Masati Situru Makai Sinerekuma Sanarakai Sitakuru
Tenea, Kena, Kenea, Lena, Tenea, Renda, Sendea, Nema, Sea, Lealema.
Sawachi Naku Hochi Shana Umare Nakunaya Hina Uma Chana Uma Henesha Unayana Shawana Wana Ene Wana Ewana Chishawana Chikawana Chikwana Chikwana Nerokuana
Kuasata, Kuyawata, Mayawata, Huasata, Suatata, Kiyamata, Maua, Iawa, Sayawa, Uata, Niata, Papa, Kiniwa, Waka, Suakata, Kuatata, Muyakata, Kiyawa, Wata.
Otanikaku tusta tukuakatache nakaku tisataku tusuma chuswa tukwana. Icheneku kuachakata itukuataku tushuku tushukwa. Haratatu kuriki. Hurubachisana. Dese tika kutish tuturekishana ka iti jishavaka.
Awasata,
Sunaishana kushana kushita. Chikacha kuchishata kuchita. Chijama chijabaka chikwaka chukuchuka. Watika. Chukuchika baka chukuchiki chikatoku tutukutukutika. Tiki anakato chochoa kubaba kuchu atiki yataku chuti tanakatu. Nichakato chukutu chinadakata tikanaka. Kinanakatu sintanaku uchishanaku tichana. Tanaraki papa chukwaka. Ainaka senaka isana umana tina umai se te mai senti man.
Kayam, Halea, Selua, Kelia, Telua, Temea, Kevea, Savia, Terea, Kelia siate, Shelawa, Kelesina tema, Siritiwa, Tike.
Hane tanka chun tera karun tistente inturum taka istini ene Kinyara kunta sentin titiumaka sente te kiuma te santarau.
Yashata kutata maya wa suaka kiyo wa huata muaka kia awata maya wasata sunuata kiyo wata muayaka maya wa tuata ta iya wa sua katana maya wa sayo
Na
wata
washana kuntara kusta na chista na kusta tika kukara.
Shayana nana uata ta tu bayu
Mana
kutu
macha chitana chusha tita kupapa chiki tu kusho shuna kachushana kata shitu papa chutana kata.
Mokati Katia mokuta teara shikatatia mokuta teara initia moro shikatia makuya shiki maresha kototo teara shikatatia initia moro shikatitia mareshikate tia mokote are shikapata initia mara shikatia mokuta teara shikutia mareshikatatia marashaka initia mokuta teara shikata papa yoroshuku tia mokuta tia roshaka anata mareshikuti tia marashako tia makashaka tia morosha teara initia moroshuku areshikama anitia mokuta teara shikatia mokuti areshikama nata tia mokuta initia mareshikuta teara shikapa tia mokuti aroshuku makati mokushukota emobatia amatia mokuta teara shukota papayera nitia mokush emokota yara emare shukata matia mokuta teara shukata matia mokuta toya emara tatia mokuta tia roshuka amanitia moroshukuti minitia papatia apatia mokutototeara papatia roshukutototea matitia mokutototototote parishukatatia mokutototeara shukatateara emaka imokutoteara shukutotea papapapapapapatia roshukutatiti popapapapapapa iroshukutotatia makata emata emakatia mokutatema amatea mokuta te ama kashputo ema ama kuyinitia akatema shaputa tema amotote
Kentili mana posa sakina sa. And was nasi nas senasi.
Saram turun taka esten tarakonte sentara era nakatum taraka senshiara kurmakata sinchara.
Kasatu kata kiniu ayu wama uaku kuwasa tumbaki kia kakua suakania maia hua huata niea kua muaka kiea muyaka suaka kiniea muyawa suka kata tu muaka kiea uata kua muyaka niewata uasa tuata kiniewa muakaka kiniewa suka muyaka kia suakatata huakata kia huaka kia naia toata muaka kinewa suakata uaka kiawa suaka neia mai ku wasa wakanu amayi nuaka ki wa su amakanu kini wa muaka muaka tu wakanu wasayu wakua Uasata, uatata, maiaka, tuakaka, kineya uata. Wasatuata, kiwata, muaka, inewa, sumba, iakuata, muaka, kinewa, uata, nuaka, mbaya, suyata, uyawata, uatata. Moyowata tata uatata kutata moyowata uatata moyowaya wata uaka kinewa batata Bawasata kuyatata mayawa suyawa kuyawa tua ma kuata kuatata uyawata uyawata moyawata kiniwata moyuwaka tuaka kuya kuata kuwasatua niya motatata moyaka bayata uata nuaka 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 uyawa wasatua wasatua poyawa suka suka mayaka kuyawata wata mayawa moywa muaka moyata iwa Simba yatuata kutata tu 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 Babu yuka tu ta 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 tu 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 ta payakuwa. Masakata kuatata nayata kuatata uyawata uyatata kuyawata uyaka kuniwa pasata pasuta satuniku kanakuata mayawata tuhatata taiwaka kuyata Pawasata, mayawata, kuwata, kunuwa, niyawata. Niyawata. Pawasata, kayawata, kunuwata, niyawata. Muwata, mayawata, mayawata. Mayawata. Pawasa, suwa. Sunaka, samamaka, kunawa, kuyawata, mayawata. Muwasa, suwata.
What a journey. Feeling slightly lighter? Yeah, isn't it?
Lots of light.
Oh my God. Super light. Yeah.
Super telepathic.
Super telepathic. Yeah.
Yes. Super nothingness in the brain. Amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm wrapping up. I'm super clean. I need a shower and go to bed.
Then
Thank you so much. I love you. I love you,
brother.
All the best.
All the best, brother.
Shakuata.
Shona.
Mayawata. Sunuata.
Tua tiana. Kiata. Tiana kata.
Tuaka.
It was very interesting because Jacob was saying some words that they are very similar to the words that Luis write down. And that is something I found very interesting as well. But yeah, the most amazing thing for me is how we talk to each other, how we speak to each other and communicate what we want to say to each other in that so synchronized moment. It's pure synchronicity telepathically. And that creates so much beauty, so much love, so much greatness. But yeah, I can admit that there were a before and an after, and in this after, I feel a completely different me. The other day, Melissa mentioned, I wish that we had this every day. And I found that very beautiful, very amusing, because yeah, my heart also feel that way. But during the week, we process what we need to process. And then when we meet here, it's perfect. It's just perfect. Perfect to clean, perfect to release, perfect to understand and assimilate everything that we've been going through. And also we gather the energy that we need to continue. And we are like that, like Jacob say, his face was telling everything. He was feeling like super high. And he was also burping. Yeah, when we start burping or sneezing, all that is purging as well, purging stuff out. And he was feeling very much like putting everything out.
Like a baby. I could see him. He's like a baby. Look, his face is like a baby.
It was like a baby, true.
Yeah, like a baby.
I like that so much. Yeah. That we can let ourselves be truly ourselves without any boundary. And I think this the light language is always teaching us how much we can be at that, in that vibration with each other, and don't be afraid. It's imagine when the day we meet in physical. I'm gonna look at you guys and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stop laughing, because we have had so many experiences already, and so many talks, so many chats with our souls, and that in the physical is gonna be just by looking in the eyes is gonna be so funny. And yeah, and when we let this flow, you are not only helping your brother or your sister who is exchanging the energy with you, you are starting from yourself, you are supporting yourself, you are helping yourself to release all that control that constantly is there. Esenti eneki tinti anakutos tinti kuanta. Esta naku tuntiara tikana tuntiti tianarakata. Sontiki antakuanta. So in a way, I feel that the light language is being like a weekly group, like once every week, is preparing us to get to that point, preparing us to get to that point that we are reaching in a near future, when we will be sharing all things in communities. And in the meantime, we are learning that we can do this by ourselves, that we can do this also with brothers and sisters. And then once that we reach that moment in the future, when we build up these communities, we will be so naturally sharing everything with everyone without having this, I don't know, this bullshit that we have gathered over the years and stop us from being fully authentic. But obviously, I understand that, because to me has been a challenge all my life, and still when I go out there, it's a challenge in many situations. But I do know as well that there are brothers and sisters who are in this similar or same vibration, and that allows me to be fully happy and with my wings fully open. And yeah, I do feel that every week we do this, like we cleanse, well, we gather energy, we open portals or like vortexes in ourselves, and then we go a step farther and a step forward. Esentiana in expansion, takunta shintikumate shiana. But it is important, what I'm getting from my guides is that it's important that we learn to do this by ourselves, and by practicing here, we are learning how to bring all of this that we are experiencing into our lives, into these challenges that we are facing every day. And for a long time, they tell me that we've been believing that we should take all this greatness straight away to, let's say, tomorrow, or to whatever we are facing the day after. And if we don't success, we have this tendency to punish ourselves, or to just feel down or sad. And they keep telling me that all this that we are experiencing is part of the process. So it's like they are asking me to please take it as a process and not like a test that you are failing. It's not like being in the college. It's not like being at the school when you are failing a test. It's nothing to do like that. It's more like a process that we can enjoy and make much more of it if we allow it, but not feeling forced to do that, but just naturally letting ourselves flow more, the same way that we do with our light languages, the same way that we do here. So how can we take what we do here to our lives, to our everyday life and situations? So let's do that. Let's question ourselves, and if we start feeling stuck again, it's like, how can I remember? How can I bring back something? Obviously, it's not going to be the same like being here. Obviously, we all together enhance and we make everything suddenly so powerful. And it's so beautiful to know that we can do that. But we are remembering a lot to do that also in our daily basis, just showing up with everything else. And we are meant to enjoy this process. And if you are one day not enjoying this process, don't blame yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself. Once again, the message we got when we were meditating before, you are doing your best. Every day you are doing your best. So it's good to remind us that as well. Cheshanaku sentiki makata. Esteneki shoma. Osteneti shoma tekiana. Ane desubtuku istaneki takata. Esteteki mate ki diana. John, when you are just going into deeper levels, if you are watching this video and just start joining a lot, it's nothing bad. And I bet that you heard me joining a lot during the whole transmission. That is just good signs that I'm getting to deeper and deeper levels of relaxation. And the same happened to my brothers and to everyone. And to Jacob was already like he say, I'm in that perfect point where I can just have a shower and go to sleep is perfection. Tishana Kwata. For a moment, I felt like that during the transmission as well. Like telling you guys, good night. I'm going to sleep. You carry on with the group. But that's something nice. Please don't interpret that like something like we were programmed. That's something not nice to do in front of someone. Tishana, or that you are making someone feel bored. Or bored about what you are doing or saying. Shanani, it has nothing to do with energy. Iniyana, the contrary. Kachan, tukushna. You are letting go to deeper levels, and your soul is more capable to express itself because you are surrendering, completely surrendering to everything. And that's what we are remembering. We are remembering surrendering. Tishanatu shintanakatu. Enetiana. Tishanatuana. But we've been so bombarded and we have been so challenged that we still believe that we need to be in a defensive mode all the time, or controlling reality, or instead of doing what we need to do and just flow. Kachisana, Hiana, and trust. Takatu, Shutu, Tutu, Titiana. Anything you would like to share, Wesley?
I'm just.
you are also flowing, no?
I am just totally blissed out.
I love it, brother. That's a lot. That means a lot. Janakata.
Aswatata, Kuyatata, Tinuata. I'm just having some revelations just going through, just picking up crystals there. So I'm having these like super vivid, like Kunawata, Kuyatata, these ancient structures. Suyatata, Tuatata, or part of Earth actually, but it's like a different formation of land. Suata, Tuaka, Tukutu.
There was so much geometry, isn't it? Chasuna, Chua, Nakumata.
So, bit like that. Seems like the intention is really flowing. No, I just think I resonate with exactly what you're saying, everything you're saying, even though I'm just speaking. Sana huata kia wata tuata. Yeah, just a constant unfolding. Kunu wata tuata, and just constant transitions. And bayu waka taiyakuwata. And it's just going down to the basics again. It's just like, yeah, we're just streaming in the information, and the information's already there, but we're resurrecting what's already there. Beyond many places, spaces, and time. And then as we ever work with teams, and I love it. I love it. So yeah.
It felt at some point like if we were meeting again and reminding to each other that we are doing a lot of work together already, even when we are not aware that we are doing this work. It's like somewhere in a timeline we are working together. And when we do this gathering and we meet with the light languages, it's like, hey, here we are. We continue doing the same thing together. So beautiful, so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Yeah.
And the other thing as well, it's so beneficial for like for me, my organs, like even digestive system, like, and the cells and just everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So I just have like unreal physical work. I do a lot of super physical work, and it's just like, I'd say like I should be broken up. Like my body should be broken up, but it's like, once you start working with this, like even the digestive system, when you start working with this light, to start working with these waveforms. Yeah, you just basically start running it, and it's amazing.
As it runs, heals, and
does, yeah.
And change everything. Chana kuchana.
Yeah,
There was a moment that I was feeling like I needed to move my shoulders and my the whole upper body, and my body was cracking. Was like crack. Just like if I went to the osteopath, was cracking me everything. Crack. And when I did the cracking, I felt like, wow, so released.
We didn't talk about this before, no?
No, I don't remember if we did.
Yeah, no, because that was a part of my whole activation. Like, activation is probably 2011. All my bones started changing, like, so my chest bones just started cracking. I'd have a conversation with someone, and it would just be cracks. And it's funny because I could sense someone, they have a conversation, and they would be, I don't know, they don't even notice themselves, but they'd be looking at my heart. And then when I'm communicating with them, there would just be this huge crack. My chest bone just start cracking open. It'd just be like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It happens to me practically every week. Once again, like I say, it's like after all the challenges that we experienced during the week, or I experienced during the week, at some point I feel like this the sternum, the chest bone here, is like it get contracted somehow. And then I reach a day that I'm doing my weights, and there is one of the exercises that I do is like elevating the weights up. And when I do this movement up, all of this do crack, and all open. It's so cool. Great. It's super cool. I love it. I don't normally like doing weights because I find it very boring for myself, because I like more doing sports that you play with other people. But I do them because they work like some sort of yoga for myself. Like when I do it, it doesn't, I'm not only doing weights, I'm also stretching my system, my body, I feel that things crack, and it's great. It's really great.
Jacob is the same. Jacob says the same. He's big into it too. Yeah, he's big into the weights. Yeah. Well, there is benefits for the weights, especially when you get older too. Like.
Yeah, if you do it right, I think you can get a lot of benefits. If you are just doing it for, I just want to get muscly, and that's it. That's all my purpose. No, I don't do it because of that. I do it to get the strength when I'm playing basketball. When I'm shooting from the 3 points line, if you don't have a strength in your upper body, you don't reach the ring. And when you do some weights, you can score practically effortless. And also when you are defending, it's a lot of pushing. It's a lot of, it's like wrestling. Almost when in basketball, when you are defending near the basket.
That's what I could see, actually. That's what I could see the benefits of it.
You're
kind of hustling like you're yeah.
Wonderful. Suka, you say suka many times. Sachukuatika, what the kishu noko tuyanaka.
Is it
say suka?
Suka, yakua. It's. And did you notice it? Is it just today is resurrecting today?
Today I was feeling the resonance maybe more, but maybe you said that many times before. But today was like suka. It was like coming more like maybe more often.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I would have written down probably. Even 2017, there would have been a lot of like what was streaming through. So it's funny because it kind of intertwines. And it blends, so it's like it's coming back and forth. That's what's happening as well. We're these intelligences as well, which you know that there's like a back and forth. So it's like we're like I've noticed now last week it was like very kind of very higher octave fields like, and then it's and you know before that would be like very kind of ancient tribal race where it's blending them all and learning from them all, and that's what we're at. That's what I feel we're at. This is what they say anyway, that we're blending all these worlds together so that we can navigate this reality on an optimal level, so we don't get caught up in it. Could get caught up in the drama, really.
So if someone asks you what suka means, what will you say to that person?
Yeah, be like, how could I define? Like that's the thing with it. Maybe this will change, but it's like, how could this is what I get told. This is what I'm going to explain. Actually, is that for me, even the English language. There's so much information from one word being carried through from the mind. So the mind will have all this, it's a memory loop. So we'll have a memory loop creating a future from the past, from something that I mightn't even have resonated with in the present, so the present tense. And then all these things keep recreating these time loops like. So with the language, like it's intertwined within everything anyway. So it's like
that's it, love. You know that I know what you mean.
We waiting for that explanation.
Totally, because I keep receiving this question from people about what the light languages that we speak, they mean. They keep asking me, what do they mean? Can you tell me what Brother Luis said? Or can you tell me what you were saying when you were talking to Melissa? It's more like, it's difficult for some minds to understand that it's all about feeling and letting yourself, with that feeling, see where the feeling takes you, also with your imagination. So it's more about, I think it's much more about what we were receiving before, surrender. If you surrender, if you don't try to comprehend things or understand things just with the mind, if you try to relax and just feel, maybe you will get that information or whatever you need to receive. Or maybe you are not meant to receive anything, and that's fine as well. That's okay. There are times during the transmission that I'm not feeling like I need to engage, and there are other times that I'm not feeling anything. But there are other times that I go to the beyond my understanding, to levels of vibration. I mean, that they go beyond anything that I have experienced before. So that's it. It's by, I think it's more about trusting that let your system experience whatever is meant to experience, and trust that you will experience what you are going to experience.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it would speak for it. So the language would speak for itself. So it's like what one individual will resonate with, someone else maybe in India will resonate with that. So then the explanation is different from everyone else. But then the whole structure of whatever sequences of information is being transferred in the moment would be mathematically of order within that moment. So that's not to say that those connections can resurface, but you're still playing through a different field, like a different field of understanding. And and it's like it's like I just think it's like a rhyme, like and you like it could, like the way I get it, I don't even go through the thing. Like I could, even some of the stuff that I would write down would have related to what they called I use words that they called the 2D Danin. They were like the mythological, or they were like these supposed to be supernatural beings, like that were in Ireland, like a long time ago. So some of the words, but it's but then again, there's other words then could relate to parts of India, they would use in India, and then other words that I would use might relate to some of the native Indian, like Lakota, even some white calf buffaloes, things like. So it just depends.
And sometimes they are talking like 3 at once, or 4 at once, or 5 at once. It's like they are merging their frequency.
Exactly.
And then you have a complete new light language. So they can create new ones as they combine, as we let the channel open and combine these frequencies within ourselves. So in some way we are creating a new light languages as well, creating like a cocktail of them within ourselves. As creators, we can do that.
Exactly, because that's so vast. That's exactly the whole thing, because there's so interlining information, so much information, so many layers through even one thing, and then there's so much relation interplayed within the base pointing and the information, no better explanation, information, and we leave it flow like that, and then but it's like trying to, and it's funny because I have heard, I don't know, is it some of the is it Buddhism or is it some of the Tibetan stuff, and I've heard other like sacred information, and it kind of relates to that. It's beyond the mind, because that's what it is beyond the the capacity of the mind, like. But
that's the constant reminder that is, allow yourself to just flow and see where it takes you. That will be my best advice for someone who come across with light languages for the first time. Just let yourself see what where they take you, what you feel. Don't try to conceptualize what you are listening. Just let's see what it tells you. It's just like when you are dreaming or imagining something somewhere. What happens is that it's difficult because our imagination, the imagination that we had when we were children or younger, we have blocked it. It has been blocked for a long time. So for adults, it's very difficult to say, well, just let yourself flow and see what you imagine or where they take you. For some people, it's hard because they haven't done it for a long time. But for some others, if I know that if I say this, they will straight away understand what I mean and what we mean with what we do. It's just let's see where it takes you, the feeling, the visualizations. Also, I would recommend to do meditation, because when you do meditation, you get these experiences as well. So it helped me a lot to do meditation in the last 10 years. I always did before 2012, but I did much more since 2012 onwards. And that helped me a lot to learn to just let myself experience whatever was coming through, instead of trying to, what is going to happen, questioning or creating expectations, just surrendering and just be there. And some people say, I don't see anything, it's all dark. And I tell them, well, dark is something. So you just stay there in the dark. Just relax and enjoy that void that you are experiencing. And let's see if you feel something else. And then when you get into that state, you start activating your imagination more, and visions start coming, sensations start coming to your chest as well. And then if you do that, and then you come and you expose yourself to a light language transmission, you might have amazing feelings. But it's something effortless, really. You don't need to do anything to experience light languages. You just need to be present. Chishana tushana, fully present. Shianaku shushuanata. And Luis wanted to say something. Luis?
I wanted to just say that each sound has like a kind of like a almost physical function to break into something. So each syllable has like a specific function that is like almost physical, and it doesn't really have to.
Communication. Yeah, well, it's communication. So it's a vibration communication, and as it bounces back. So the ancients would have recognized that. So they're able to communicate with trees, rivers, mountains, oceans. So the thing is the representation of, the grander scale. And that's what we're doing. It's like we're just the representations of Mother Earth. Incarnation, now we're communicating that. And then we're recognizing more aspects of us. And then it's Sukha. So every word, exactly. So everything is transference of the information, recoding, re-energizing, it's rebattering the information. Yeah.
That's it. Shata, Shana. Yes, I agree with that, Luis. And Wesley as well. Is I share everything that you say, and I feel that this vibration is what goes through those things that usually the mind feels like stuck with, and the sounds and the vibrations help to release these blockages, and like you say, Luis, it reaches the physical as well, which is the 3D part that sometimes is so challenging for ourselves to break through. Shanatu Shinti Kuata. isinikun tusio nati shantaka, orene tekishun turumata, isinyanakun titiana. But you need to add trust when you hatishanakotuana, when you are actually as we do the transmissions, we gather the trust. Chishanatu shintana. That's why when we start doing the blessings in the beginning of the group or the session, sometimes we feel like off. We feel like we are still off. And as we start sharing, or Brother Wesley start talking or sharing the transmission, or somebody else who is in the first position, let's say, in the screen, what I personally experience is that every time I listen to one of you, I feel that it's much easier for me to engage and to continue and to proceed with what is next. In the beginning, I feel like a little bit rusty. and then it's like a warm-up. No, rusty, no, rusty, no? Rusty.
Yeah.
I'm also high now. Confusing words. Rusty.
No, rusty would be the word you use, I would imagine, in the slang. Yeah.
Rusty. Well, yeah. Actually, in some places you can say it that way, isn't it?
Yeah, we'd say it here. We'd actually said it earlier.
Do you?
Rusty. Yeah. We'd say
okay, so it wasn't a mistake.
No, it's a very it would be a very kind of a well-used word. Would be rusty. I'm rusty at this. Rusty at this. Probably more so before, but no, it would actually be. It would be a very used. Well, it's a very old school word, like very rusty. Very rusty. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm too hard with the languages, with myself, not with people. With myself. Chatushana, kushana, tishana. And that's why I also love light languages, because they don't. It's like a feeling of flow, and everything is perfect. Everything is great, and you can keep going, and it feels great. And sometimes just your soul say no, you just don't need to say anything else, and that's it. And just stay enjoying the other languages that you are perceiving. And the instrument from Jacob was amazing as well. It was also really good.
What does it remind you of?
I don't know what could I answer to that question, but it does pull sunlight languages that are in that frequency from that instrument. Every time he was doing it, I was feeling like speaking sunlight languages, that they were like in a similar tone that the frequency from that instrument, and that was like, what?
It's definitely different. Like first thing I got was like some like an Australian like didgeridoo, or kind of a like a kind of like a otherworldly kind of instrument. And I was like, whoa, that's wild.
Yeah, super good. Super.
I actually I felt that tension in my upper body, like what you said as well. And when Jacob started playing that instrument, then it was just like it just pierced through every bit of tension in my body and just cleared it. And then I was relaxing with the light languages, and then that just like enhanced me to just to carry on. And I was just like, whoa. It was very effective. What was that?
How is it called?
I think it's like some. I don't know. Is it a Middle Eastern? Some Middle Eastern instrument.
They use it in Armenia and places like that. Yeah, they use it in the mountains, and there are gatherings with the women and yeah, like in the parties and communities, they start doing that.
That's amazing.
And it's super cool, super cool. Wesley, please tell Jacob all of this that Melissa said,
I will.
and what I said
I'll
also, because it's important for him to listen to this. For some reason, that my guides are telling me this.
As soon as because he sent it to me. He sent it to me, like a video of it, or just sent it through in a messenger, about maybe a month ago, and I was like, whoa, that's wild, man. I was like, whoa, that's wild. And then I was like, you know, because I was kind of seeing it, and I was like, do you know what you could do? You could get a little band together. You got some band together, and you could, because he like he's into, and I'm into, I used to be into, he is into drum, well, was into drum and bass. I used to be into drum and bass, I'm into house music, electronic music, and all that kind of music. And it is very like multi-dimensional. But what I was saying to him, like, is if you got a band together, the right kind of band together, you could blend it in through like electronic music, and you could do some serious. I
was feeling all of that, brother.
Yeah.
As we were talking before about creating a song or something with light languages.
Yeah.
Oof, I was feeling that instrument was like so perfect for the
you
track.
Were saying that I didn't even think about Sukata iya kumbaya. Yeah.
Maybe we can get each of us one with different sort of tones, and then we can also play here when we are doing the light language transmission, and that will be also so awesome to don't only listen to one but to many at the same time. No, that must be so cool. Satakushu ata ichishanaku ata sutushuaka. So yeah, they are saying bring any. They say strange instrument, something that might sound strange to you, because you are going to help other people to discover these vibrations, which are really, really sacred as well. Chichana, kushitana, itiana. That's why we felt it. We felt it, all of us, we felt it like, wow, so cool. So amazing. But also the drums. What happens with the drums is that we are more used to listen to them. But when people come across for the first time with the drums as well, they start feeling like, wow, so super amazing. Shanaku Shanata. And Luis, do you have, he is. Oh my God, you are super fast creating that. Shianakushu, Tishanakushu, Tushunchu, Kuchu, no Kuchishana. Let's see what Luis has for us. It's the first time I see you like drawing them, and I saw the pen so fast, like maybe doing the dots. Shatu shisati makata sumter makai enete kumata shichana kumata. What I feel is how sometimes we feel between two walls, and how we can transcend with our love and frequency everything and reach the upper levels. Sanatu Shinti Mati Santi is when we let whatever is up to come down, or to whatever is in another dimensions to merge with our dimension here on earth. And I see also beings like blue avians, yeah, other beings there. I don't know what they are, but I see many beings there.
Yeah, that's what I seen. I actually seen beings. Yeah, I could see like actually yellow imprint there. There were like beings actually started. I was just gonna see dancing. Then I was gonna think maybe saying dancing because we were talking about dancing, probably no. And then actually, yeah, I was seeing it's kind of like a shower over it, and then all the interplay in between it. Yeah.
I see dolphin from Orion. I see a deer. Tanitianaku testanatianaraku. Sanakuru masi shantakatu titientiro maka.
Matanatai utuana maiata utu maini utuaka hioto mata atana utu nata. Mai nata utu maine eoto to mau to anata. Mata ete anata uama. Mautu tu ana. Mata ine utu anata.
What do you see, Lewis?
Same question I was going to ask.
Yeah?
Kashanachia.
Shawata.
It was the next thing I was going to say. Kashanaka tushwana.
I see beings as well here, and they are kind of like, you know, like those dragon costumes where a lot of people, bunch of people inside a dragon, kind of like that. They are like inside here and moving.
Oh yeah. I've never seen a dragon costume, but I've seen well, yeah, I can't say I've seen a dragon either. Not in this combination.
Like those Chinese dragons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
That's how we are going to meet. We are going to be dressing up as dragons. The first time we meet.
Enter the dragon.
Wonderful. Chatu shinte kiumaka inti arakatumi aranatu ne kiumata sunturumai. I also see beings in the fields of density, reminding us in a way that these limitations are really like like an illusion, and that they can get through them as well and reach us very easily. Shene tishana iwi allow it. Tiana ka sun tiana. That's it. Melissa?
I'm just going to say the first thing that came to my head when I seen it, but like I see trees at the top, and then I see the roots coming down, and it's like the light's coming through all of the roots, like our ancestral kind of stuff and our own roots as well. And it's like it's being broken, and then there's bits being left behind, and then new roots building a tree or something like that. Yeah. That's what I get.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Everything is valid. because as we mentioned in many weeks ago, practically every week we remind this, the light languages, they have multiple meanings because they come from multiple dimensions. So for one person can have one meaning, and for another person a complete different meaning. But if that serves you well, if that brings you some feeling, some goodness inside, that's what matters. So if you feel something when you're watching this and you want to leave a comment under the video, please do, because I will share these comments with Luis and with the rest of the group in the group that we have together. Session Tikiana Tuana. We are more than happy to also listen to your impressions or to your interpretations from your soul or heart. From the experience I have for more than 2 years now with Luis, every time that we gather multiple meanings, it helps him also a lot to keep going and also to gather more understanding. It's almost like if we were putting a puzzle together, and with the meaning that everybody gets, we get a greater meaning of the whole thing, of the whole picture. Shanati, Shanati, Shanati. Anaka Ushiniati. Shabada. Thank you, Luis. Fuarana turu isiniarana ku matiarana tu siniara. Oro no kuisniniri tikiumu turumata sintiarana ka tushana. I feel that is continuation of the other one as well. Like happens so many weeks that you've been downloading. And now I feel that the density has been, let's say, like released, and I feel that like we are more surrounded by wonderful vibes, wonderful vibrations. Jana kushin no kuishin tiana, almost like beings dancing in the middle and receiving all the joy and love from above and from below. Kanati ni anarakatu shinti kakuntana, constant vibration. Tanate tui shintiana. We can also be happy here. Takantu sana, enetishana kuntishana kunshiana kuitiana. What is for you, Luis?
When I put it on the camera, it kind of looked like spiders and insects here. But yeah, they are some dancing beings that are bringing lots of healing and movement.
And where your finger is there, where your hand is there, there's one of them's giving a high five, and actually the opposite to the start, they were the smiley face and the sad face, and they're looking at each other, like the art, and then in between, that's a very, I love that actually. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. I love the high five. I came across those beings giving you a high five, like from the other fields, and you're like, oh, good job, like high five. Yeah, I love that. That's cool, man. That's super. You should frame that one. So what that. Yeah.
It really brings good cool vibes. Very good vibes.
Very good.
I think Luis should open a museum. Because because soon he won't have a space in his room for so many drawings. You've been 2 years now, no, Luis? Or maybe I feel like that long time, maybe less, maybe 1 year. 1 year?
1 year.
1 year. Okay, yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
2. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing, because
That
it
last
really...
drawing just made me it just reminds me of harmony, and that feeling that I got just like towards the end of our transmission. It was just like they were so happy with us and so loving towards us, and they were just like so much gratitude, and I did feel like they were dancing, and that picture is just like a representation of how I feel like they felt. Like they were so happy, and that picture just like screams out like harmony to me. Like even like the little creatures that you think like that were like little spiders and stuff, it's like they were all living in harmony, every single one of us, like big and small. Yeah, it was brilliant. I love it.
The beauty about sharing these interpretations that we get is also very awesome, because when we listen to each other, we also get that understanding. It's like maybe we saw it at some point, but maybe when we are doing our interpretation, we are not like picking in those details. And then when a brother or sister says something, I also get that part and that interpretation, and I feel it like mine as well. What Wesley said, I felt it like if I was saying to. And when Melissa just said this, actually, yes, of course, it's like the result of what we did just a few minutes ago with the transmission. Is a complete representation of it. And why not? Why you? Maybe sometimes your quotes are bringing like more serious messages, but maybe sometimes they are just trying to bring that feeling that like telling us, guys, this is what you felt before. This is what happened before, and here it is. That and everything else, like we say, multiple meanings, multiple dimensions. What is for sure is wonderful and Tishanatiana and expandable. Thank you so much, guys. Shano Quintiana, take this wonderful energy with you all week and enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend, and every day remember this feeling. And remember, you can bring it to your life. And next week, we will remind ourselves more. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Otaku tiam mataka ati kuakati yoman. Antani kapu taisa kautaku tuku tontuku isekiata. Ati iti upuaka. Ata takaute.